Okay, so we're going to go on to Cancer. I've just done my makeup, feeling a lot more together now. Tell you what I'm going to do, light a bit more sage. I've just been putting the laundry out. It's absolutely stunning outside. It's warm enough to actually get the laundry dry. Really nice. We've had like 3 days where it's been about 18 degrees. Oh my god, that's good. Yummy. I'm having a breakfast martini, because you know. Gin, lemonade and Grand Marnier, yum. These nails are really nice, aren't they? I've ordered some more. I think I've managed to order the exact same ones. Whoops. I'm just going to tuck my chair under because my back's going to hurt if I don't. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Cancer's highest good. How is Cancer feeling in the second week of April 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Cancer's feeling, please. Okay, recovery from heartbreak. So this card, if it was upright, is the 3 of Swords. Okay, you see that she's in agony because she's heartbroken. We've got the 3 swords there. When that's reversed, it's recovery. Okay, so Cancer, at the moment, you are recovering from some sort of heartbreak. Aren't we all? Oh my god. Welcome into the chat. I'm currently on the sign of Cancer. Okay, I've just started. I will be doing Leo and Virgo after this. I'm using the Surrealist Tarot deck. Please support the channel and give me a like. Right, so we've got the card. It's the Major Arcana for Pisces, but it's reversed. I'm just going to remove that person because they're obviously like against tarot. It's funny because I'm an omnist, so I don't denounce any spirituality or religions. Okay, I'm happy for them all to be present. But there's a few people that think it's the devil's way. It's definitely not. Okay, it's about self-growth, understanding your actions, reflecting on them, and trying to be the best version of yourself. So it's unlike what they're saying. But there you go. Some people are not believers and they can't coexist. Yeah, so we've got Pisces, the moon, it's reversed. So I think you're really fearful of what's ahead, actually. Hi, Andrew. Also, what came out was the 4 of Cups, okay, being closed off to advances from others, expressions of emotion, from others. I think it makes you really fearful. I've got some Grand Marnier in my gin today. I'm having a breakfast martini. It's delicious. Hi, Connor. Right, we've got the Eight of Cups. So walking away from a relationship, okay? Leaving a relationship behind. The King of Swords. The King of Swords is air energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, the King of Swords is very truthful, very cerebral. He intellectualizes everything, okay? So a thinker and someone who writes and speaks very, very well. They can be a little bit unemotional. So we're channeling that truthful energy, but an energy where everything has to be pre-planned and calculated, okay? Someone who likes to operate from a place of strategy, not spontaneity, okay? Let's have a look at the other cards. Hi, Claire. My favourite Dali painting. Oh, right, let's just interrupt the reading, even though I've just seen a card that's got me really excited. I think it's the anthropomorphic. Hang on. I don't want to knock my drink over. This, oh my goodness, it's opened up on the one. What's just fallen out there? It's that one. You know, the Sigmund Freud one, like the anthropomorphic cabinet. That's just fallen out. I used to live in Italy. I used to live in Bergamo. It's from a sanctuary that I visited. Oh. Yeah, I love those because I used to work in early years, and I just love the idea that like human psychology is mixed in with art. I think it's really amazing. Look at that, the way his head's like open. Got to be careful because a lot of it's really like outrageous, isn't it? The Dali stuff. I like his earlier work. I still haven't been to his house. And I like this one. I love this one because it's about his mum and dad. It's about his mother and father. You know, so like the dad is like more emaciated and he's got a skull for a face because he wasn't as close to his dad. And the mum's like physically closer to us and she's still got her flesh because he was closer to his mum. I just love this book. Right, I got it when I was in sixth form, so that's like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, no, 23 years ago. I got it from Waterstones. It's printed by Taschen. It's Giles Nero. Anyway, I could go on about that and then people will be like, can you shut up please and do the reading? I've got, hang on. I don't know if it's out, but I've got a postcard with, it's gala laid out and then it's got like the pomegranate. No way, I'm going to look because I want to. I must have packed it away. I've got my summer stuff down, so I'll probably get that out if I see it. Anyway, back to the reading. Right, we've got the Ace of Wands. So this is a rebirth. What is going on here? Because we've got leaving a relationship and then thinking about it, wanting a whole rebirth. Because this is a seed. And we've got this wands, you know, it's the Ace of Wands, all this emotion, there's the chessboard. So it's not on a whim that this is being decided. This is after heavy thought. We've got the Two of Swords reversed. Now, that's a positive reversal. If the Two of Swords was upright, we'd be, you know, with our eyes closed, like blindfolded, not wanting to make a choice. But when the Two of Swords is reversed, we're becoming open to the idea of making this important decision, okay? And it's clearly about a rebirth. Were these this way up or the other way? Which way were they? We've got the Hierophant, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So, the Hierophant is the major for Taurus. It's the major arcana for Taurus. So, you could have Taurus in your chart. But the Hierophant is someone who's learnt many harsh lessons. Okay, so they are someone that has had that much experience walking this earth in this 3D reality that they have become wise, okay? They've become the teacher, and now they're no longer the student. They wish to teach others what they've learnt, you know, from these difficult experiences. The Three of Pentacles is wanting to work together. It's about teams, cooperation, community, coming together, working together to build. The Five of Swords is arguments, okay? So verbal disagreements. They're literally having a sword fight up there. So it's thinking differently and, you know, verbally disagreeing about something. Now, I'm sure they were reversed, weren't they? So we could be going against our better judgment and clashing and quarrelling with one another. But when the Five of Swords is reversed, it's trying to avoid arguments. It's trying to avoid this inevitability of arguing over something. So you've not been seeing eye to eye with someone, to put it mildly. But I think you want a rebirth. Right, let's see what their feelings are. So we know we're dealing with the past. Do you know what? I'm not ready for summer. I haven't done my tan and I'm too hot in these clothes that I've got on. The Emperor. You're dealing with the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor has all four kings. He's the highest status in the tarot deck, equivalent to the Empress. The Emperor and the Empress are in charge in the tarot deck. Look at him. He's very self-assured. Okay, he has the King of Cups, the King of Swords, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. So he's a fantastic provider. He's got to a point in his life where he's incredibly wise, very truthful, very ambitious, goal-orientated, strategic. You know, nothing's done on a whim with the Emperor. Everything has to be with lots of advice, taking advice, seeking counsel, you know, wise counsel, and everything has to be strategic. If he needs anything, he will send the pages, he will send the knights, you know, he will put the kings forward first. So, I'm just thinking what I haven't spoken about yet. The King of Cups is very empathetic, very, very caring, generous, you know, compassionate, thoughtful. They're able to stay calm, you know, in bad situations. What haven't I spoken about? Pentacles, Wands, yeah, Swords. So a really intelligent person that you're dealing with here. Hi Kyle, I'm not I can't do super chats until I get to 500 subscribers, so I can't answer individual questions in the live. This is a collective reading for Cancer. However, if you want me to pre-record a reading, I'm happy to do that. It'll be £18 and you can find the link to my Etsy store. Otherwise, like and subscribe and when I get to 500, I can take a super chat and I'll answer any question that you've got. So this person is feeling themselves at the moment. They're really in control of their own destiny. Hi, Rishab. I'll answer personal questions when I can do super chats. I need to get to 500 subscribers first. Hi, Ria. Hi, Pala. Hi, Naz. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. And when I get to 500, I can answer your super chats, okay? We've got the Ace of Cups reversed, the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Hermit. Okay, let's start from the back. The Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups upright is someone who's in love, or they have self-love, okay, in abundance. So with that being reversed, there's a lack of love, whether that be, yeah, a broken heart because the person they love doesn't love them, or they have a lack of self-love. So let's see what the other cards are. The Eight of Pentacles is growth and expansion. It's investment into the future. So the Eight of Pentacles for a relationship would be, I want to grow and expand. I want to invest time, money and energy into this and see, you know, where it goes. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords has urgent communication that needs to be delivered quickly, you know, with haste. The Four of Swords is taking much needed respite. You know, the person's lying down because they're exhausted, they're battle fatigued. Yeah?
Pizza and salad. Do you want some, or do you eat them?
Pizza and salad.
You want it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my mum. The Hermit is the Major Arcana for Virgo. Now, in this story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realizes that he must walk this part of the journey alone. Okay, the answers lie within him. He has to look inward in order to understand how he feels, what his part was in a situation, and what he wants going forward. It's not that he can ask anyone else. You can't ask other people how you feel about something. You can't ask other people what your part was in a relationship. You must look within. Okay? The only people that know what happened in a relationship are the two people in it. Okay? So it's about isolating yourself and putting your walls up for a while, particularly after a period of pain. You know, we have our walls up, we have time alone. And I don't mean you're alone 24/7, I just mean you don't jump into a new relationship. You have to process what's happened. This is really healthy shadow work. Hi, Vashi. This is reverse. So someone's exhausted, they're avoiding looking within. They want growth and expansion. They want love. Okay, the Emperor wants love. This is a reading, it's a collective reading for the sign of Cancer. If you're a Cancer, then it could be for you if it resonates. Otherwise, please like, share and subscribe and repost the channel and the readings. When I get to 500, I can answer individual questions, okay? Or I can pre-record a reading for you if you pay. The link to my Etsy store is on the description for my channel. The King of Cups. Okay, so the King of Cups is someone who's incredibly empathetic. They're very caring, they're very calm, compassionate, forgiving. Okay, and it's upright, so that's really good. So I don't know anything really about astrology. All I know is how it's linked very slightly to tarot, and that's it really. I'm not an expert on other aspects. I love astrology, but I don't understand it to teach others about it. Have you ever calculated your birth chart? Your birth chart contains all your placements, different elements of the zodiac signs. I need to get mine printed actually. You can get it for free. If you know what time you were born, if you know exactly what time you were born, you can get all your placements of your 12 houses. I know there's a lot of channels where people are like proper astrologers. They're really, really good. But one's really tight. He like charges you loads. He only gives you a tiny bit of the reading and then you have to buy the reading, and I don't like that. And he's always trying to flog stuff that he's selling, so I don't like that. Stopped watching him. Let's get 3 cards for the outcome. So we've got a broken heart. We've got avoidance of arguments. We've got potentially a situation where, you know, you walked away from a relationship and caused an ending, and now you want a rebirth, having, you know, thought about it. Maybe you just want things to be different this time. This person showing up as an emperor, they're very high value. And I'm not saying emperors don't make mistakes, but it's a high value person. They know a lot, they've experienced a lot. And they're in a place right now where they're feeling very compassionate. Oh, you have a website, nice. Naomi Naturals, I'll have to check that out. I tell you what I know about numerology. I only know about the numbers through what other tarot readers have said. I've learned tarot through watching other tarot readers. It would be interesting to get a book about numerology, wouldn't it? That could be a good read for my next holiday. The 4 of Wands. Okay, so 4 is a number of stability. You've got the 4 wands. It's like 4 legs to a chair or 4 walls to a house. Very stable energy. Nice. It's upright. There's a happy, steady home here. So it could be that this is someone that you live with. It's a public union, so either you live together or you live together and you're married, but everyone in the town knows about this union. Okay, it's well celebrated. When you came together, everyone was very happy. So this could be about 2 people who, well, yeah, I'm just thinking because there was a broken heart and because there was the 8 of Cups and closed off emotions and then a rebirth, I'm thinking that it's a marriage or a union. You know, to be an emperor, you have to be more than likely middle-aged or older, retired. So I think you may live with this person, you may own a property together. But know that this person, what other cards did they get? They had the Ace of Cups reversed, the 8 of Pentacles. They want growth and they want to talk with you. They've healed. Okay. Hi, David. It's very difficult when you're trying to get over somebody, isn't it? I think you have to control how much you allow yourself to think about a person. You know, if you become obsessed, you've got to distract yourself and be in the company of people who are giving you their time. And then, you know, you can ask your spirit guides for help and support. You can focus on your goals and your dreams. I can answer super chats when I get to 500 subscribers. If you super chat me, I can answer a question. But until I get to 500, I can't answer personal questions in the chat. I can pre-record a message for £18. In fact, it wouldn't be a message, it'd be 20-minute reading. So it's much better value for money. Oh my goodness, we've got a tower. We've got a tower, guys, in the outcome. The tower can appear to be a frightening card, but it's actually, what it means is what's existing will come down, and what will replace it will be better. So maybe this rebirth is happening, a much more stable, relationship or marriage, living situation. They're very positive, those cards. I am a big foodie. I'm obsessed with food. Yeah, I'm a Taurus, so I'm very down to earth, and I'm creative, but I get caught off guard by others because I wouldn't say I'm big on strategy or trying to suss out other people's motives and go 10 steps ahead. I'm not like that. I go with how I feel. Very, very sensitive person. The Devil reversed. So this is a positive reversal. The Devil is the major for Capricorn. It's the major arcana for Capricorn. When that's upright, there's something we're obsessed with or attached to, something we're infatuated with, a person or a behaviour, something we keep repeatedly doing. When we break free from the Devil, it reverses. Now, in this outcome, we're breaking free from any negative behaviour, any toxic behaviours, toxic people, and we're getting stability, I think. Stability is the outcome, a happy home is the outcome. Everything's going to change, okay? And what wasn't working is going to be fixed. It's going to be broken down and replaced by something better. What are you obsessed with? So they're really good outcome cards. Now, let's clarify. My date of birth is the 3rd of May, 1985. I'm an 80s child, guys. I grew up around mullets and Rick Astley and New Romance, Madonna, Material Girl, disco skirts. Yeah. Jazzy colours on polo shirts, suit jackets with the sleeves turned up. Yeah. Crazy blow dries. Crimped hair. Oh yeah, let's get some shadow cards to work out why this person is not doing their hermit work. Either they're avoiding it or they've just completed it, because the hermit's reversed. Why have they got the Ace of Cups more than that? Furthermore, why have they got the Ace of Cups reversed? What's this Emperor's issue? Yeah, my first phone I got when I was in sixth form. I was 17 and I got a little Sagem. In fact, I had my mum's old Nokia. And then I got a Sagem, which was just for texting and calling. Mortal Kombat. Sega Mega Drive. Super Mario. Being burned, afraid to love someone. That's why this person, this emperor, has focused on career more than likely and focused on money. They've really got a damaged heart, you know. They're trying to protect themselves because it doesn't have to have been from love. It could have been, you see that it says unhealed trauma. They run away from, it's because of something that happened in the past, and that could be when they were a child. Yeah, so I had an iPhone, and no, I had a BlackBerry because my friend had a BlackBerry, and she said, I've got a BlackBerry, you get one. So as soon as I got one, then she got an iPhone, and I had to go and get an iPhone then. I was really pissed off about that. I'm on Samsung now. Samsung's better for like battery life, although the camera's shocking. It takes two. Someone is not committed, incompatible, or conflicted. Crushed? Oh my god. This doesn't come out often, you know. Yeah, I'm very introverted. You are hurting emotionally right now. You need time to heal before you jump in again. Oh, this person, my goodness. They're an emperor, but they have such a soft, you know, fragile heart. Boundless spirit. Your only limits are the ones you put on yourself. This person self-sabotages, okay? So it's to do with their past. It's not personal to you, although it affects you heavily. But you've got a really nice outcome because it looks like they've managed to rebirth this and revitalize it and remove their toxic patterns, okay? Did I not see that before? Unpredictable. Never know what they'll do. Unreliable live wire. I don't know if I read that out before or not, but it was just here. Yeah, they've got some like crazy ways, this person, because of the past. Let's get some confessions from them. That's always fun. That was straight away. I care too much what others think. I care too much what others think. Of course, an emperor cares what people think about them. You know, they have control over a lot of things. They have hella amounts of responsibility and they have to be composed at all times. You can't be the captain of the ship and run around flapping. You know, you got to be cool, calm, collected, suave. Hi, Lexi. Hi, filter test. Welcome in, everyone. Let's get messages from them. It looks like this is going to get sorted out, guys. It's going to get sorted out. They want to be romantic with you and want to date you. Whoops. I'm not stable right now. Let me fix this. Okay, they know it's their fault. They know it's their fuck up. I'm going to contact you. I need to speak to you soon. You're in my dreams. They think about you day and night. Day and night. I will see you sooner than you think. That's over the Four of Wands. Maybe they're going to come to your house, or like come and find you in the house if you both live together. I'm listening to my guides. Okay, they're going to follow their intuition. They're not going to let their ego ruin everything. They're not going to get in their head about this anymore. Let's take it slowly, please. Yes, I do have a thirst for knowledge. I love to learn. I only read non-fiction. I don't like fiction books because this is not necessarily true, but in my mind, I feel like my time should be spent learning. That's why I love tarot, because you learn about yourself. You learn about wisdom, spirituality, intuition. You learn about your guides. You learn about existentially why we're all here. I love to learn. I love like doing hobbies as well, where you have to master like a skill or something. Yeah, I hate reading fictional books. I don't see the point. What's the point? It's just a waste of time because it's not real. I know that's like not everyone's. It's just how I am, and I don't judge anyone else. I just don't get it. Like, it's not my thing. Right, so we've got messages. When is this reunion, this reconciliation going to happen? Within a couple of months. This is going to get sorted out in a couple of months, okay? Or before then. I'm from near Liverpool. No, I don't speak Spanish. Right, let's get you some advice, Cancer. Integrate your knowing, okay? So you need to put your intuition in the driver's seat, and you need to trust that everything's going to work out for the best. Liverpool. Liverpool. Choose who you are becoming. Okay, so think about what you want for your future and work towards it. Create goals and actively seek them and work towards them. Make sure that you're living your best life, you know, and do that together. If that means being together, be together. Lead your metamorphosis, okay? So a tower moment, you're going to evolve, you're going to grow, you're going to be a team. Life's going to be better than it ever was. The edge of evolution feels messy, okay? Just because things aren't clear and we haven't got all the answers right now doesn't mean it isn't just going to work out exactly for our highest good, okay? Right, so let's get a couple more advice cards and then we'll go on to Leo. Hi, Jean. Valiant courage. Take action with passion. Be brave, be bold, get out there, make it happen. Hummingbird and miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. That is beautiful. What a lovely card. Whoops, just knocked. Right, I'm going to tidy up these cards for you, Cancer. That was your reading. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonates with some people out there. And we'll move on to Leo. Right, these are collective readings. When I get to 500 subscribers, I can answer questions in the live because I can do super chats then. If you want a 20-minute pre-recorded reading, it's £18 and the link to my Etsy store is on my channel description. Otherwise, please like, share the channel and subscribe so we can get to 500. It's the road to 500. I can't believe we're at 400. I'm so happy. I'm absolutely thrilled. Very grateful. Must be doing something right. Okay, let's take the Cancer card away and we'll get Leo. Oh. That was badly done, sorry. Badly done. There we go. Oh, have you? I should do some general readings soon instead of just love, shouldn't I? I've been really busy and really tired. I should do like a general April or general May reading. To be honest, like out of Liverpool and Everton, I don't really. I've been to a Liverpool match and never been to an Everton match. There was a streaker. There was a streaker. It was my first football match I'd ever been to. I was 17. There was like a middle-aged man running across the pitch, fully naked. And I was there with my dad. It was really embarrassing. He had to cover my face. Cover my eyes. He was Spurs fan. I'll get free Wrexham tickets, so I do watch Wrexham, and I tell you what, they're fantastic supporters. They're such a good supportive set of fans. Like, it's a real laugh being there. It's put me off there, all the Ryan Reynolds stuff. Put me right off. I get free tickets though, so he's not getting any of my money. My sister works for Scottish Power, so I get to watch for free. Oh dear. Worst team ever is Tranmere Rovers because they swear at their own players and tell them how crap they are, and it's just like, it's the most depressing thing you've ever seen in your life. If you want to go to that, I tell you who's wanting to buy them. Rihanna. And who's she with? Is she with ASAP Rocky, or have I just made that up? They're looking to buy Tranmere. I'm like, I'd go if I thought I was going to see them, but they're still going to be a terrible team. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Leo's highest good. How is Leo feeling in this second week of April 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Leo's feeling, please. What have we got there? The Death card and the Sun. Okay. So it's a major arcana for Scorpio, the Death card. It's leaving the past behind, walking through the gates into the new chapter. And then we've got the Sun card. So very, very clear that things are going to be happy, carefree, you know, without burden going forward. Really, really nice. Beautiful. I've never had that combination before. Also, guys, if you want a pre-recorded reading, it can be about anything. It can be relocations, business, health. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be love. But I do the weekly love readings live because they're so popular. I know that's what the majority of people want, but I've done all kinds of readings for people that I know, and they said it was really helpful. The Ten of Wands reversed. So the Ten of Wands reversed, another really positive reversal, because the Ten of Wands upright is carrying the most amount of burden. When it's reversed, it's letting go, it's dropping the burdens, it's going to hell with this, letting it all go. Yeah, we're not soldiering on anymore. It's the end of pain, the end of suffering. Really, really nice. Just compounds what's come out earlier. The personal readings are £18 and it'll be 20 minutes. It'll be around 20 minutes. So it'll be much more in depth, much better value for money. But I know a lot of people want answers like now. So if you subscribe, when I get to 500, I'll take super chats and I'll answer questions in the lives. Right, we've got the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. This King of Swords card, my God, it's coming out. It must be, maybe it's to do with astrology, because I don't know why we're getting the King of Swords like every time. Every zodiac sign so far has had a King of Swords. So the King of Swords is about logic. It's about thinking things through really carefully, you know, strategy, knowing what we think and being able to communicate it really effectively. Okay. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's air energy, the King of Swords. Swords are thoughts and communication. I don't know what it means, but there's 16 people in the chat and 16 likes, so sometimes that means something. 16, 16. We've got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. This is a very noble energy, by the way. If it was reversed, they'd be using their intelligence for bad, but like manipulative energy, but it's upright, so very like logical, very honest, full of integrity, truthful. The Seven of Pentacles, if it was upright, is taking stock of what's happened so far. It's looking back at the past. What's been cultivated, what's been achieved. Is it enough? That's reversed, so it's like a feeling of lack, like not enough is being achieved. And then we've got the Queen of Cups. So this, you see that she's fully submerged under the water. She's down at the seabed. It's trying to heal. It's a healing energy, rejuvenating. Water cleanses us. Water is emotions in tarot. She's completely submerged there. So, I mean, she's upright, so she's healing. If you look, you've got such positive changes ahead. Like, we're releasing the burdens, we're leaving an old chapter, and we're becoming carefree, childlike, happy. We're healing. Healing from, you know, a past that wasn't adequate somehow, that lacked somehow, or just wasn't right somehow. Let's get their feelings then. That was straight out, wasn't it? Look, the Magician, really positive. The Magician has all 4 aces. They have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. They have, what have I missed? The Ace of Swords. They have all the aces. They have all the tools to make happen what they want to make happen, to make their dreams come true, to have wish fulfillment. It's upright, guys. So this person is really well equipped to make happen what they would like to happen. Aces are normally the result of our hard work met equally with, you know, the universe throws us a bone when the universe sees us working hard. Oh no, we've got the 3 of Swords. That's heartbreak. And it's upright. That's a shame. I wonder if you dropped this person, because at the same time that you've got dropping the burdens with the 10 of Wands reversed, they've got heartbreak. 10 of Cups. This makes no sense. Look at this. You've got the Magician, then you've got heartbreak, and then you've got the 10 of Cups. That's a wider family picture, being happy after heartbreak. So the dynamic is happier after an ending of a relationship. That's really weird. Yeah? Okay. Right, I'll have to finish this reading and then I'll come back on to do Virgo. Because my dinner's ready. Ace of Pentacles reversed. So there's a loss of money. I know it's weird, but sometimes people work better when you stop cohabiting and you move out of the familial home. Sometimes there's better harmony, you know, because people just don't work in the same like living space. They clash, they rub each other up the wrong way, and that can happen to anyone. But it's strange, isn't it, to have the 10 of Cups after heartbreak. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a large amount of money being lost. So it just seemed like someone's moving out of the home. And we've got a lot of 10s here, so it's a lot of like the end of a cycle, the end of a chapter. Strength reverse, so something's really tough emotionally. RJ, I can't answer personal questions in the lives until I can do super chats, and I need 500 subscribers. If you want me to answer if you want a 20-minute pre-recorded reading, it's £18. I can answer any question about absolutely anything you want. Doesn't have to be love, can be love. but I can't answer in the lives until I get 500 subscribers, and then you would need to give me a super chat and I can answer any question in the live then. I can't do it until I get to 500. YouTube won't let me. It's like one of those milestones that you've got to get to. One more for the outcome, please. The Six of Swords, leaving the past behind. I'm telling you now, someone's moving out of a familial home here. Because everything's about moving on, new chapter, carefree, healing. But it causes like, initially it causes heartbreak and then the Ten of Cups. So it's like for the better, do you know what I mean? I'll clarify and I'll get messages and then I'll get advice. Empty. The truth is that you simply don't feel fulfilled. It's worth the wait to find true happiness. I see. Someone's heartbroken at the thought of like separation, but really, you know, it's for the best. There isn't like full love there, so it's just what needs to happen. It's for like superficial reasons maybe, or religious reasons, or societal reasons, you know, but genuinely like not enough feelings there. Not both ways anyway. Lightning strikes, dismantle outdated ways of being to get a fresh start. In a fog, fear, obligation, or guilt makes you stay, get clarity. Fiery balance, embrace intense forces, offset turmoil, and stabilize with calm resolve. Yeah. You know, unfortunately, it can be really sad, but stability can be secured after a parting of ways. Let's get confessions from them. I want to make new memories with you. They're not going to give up, are they? You know what? Sometimes people move out from each other and then they reunite, or they just decide like they can't cohabit anymore, and they co-parent, or you know, spend time together but without living together. Thank you for the likes. Thanks for your support. I'll answer super chats when I get to 500 subscribers. I actually haven't got the capacity to do it. I haven't got the ability to do it until I get to 500. Right, let's get messages from them. I'm going to get help. I know I need to. I see signs about you everywhere. I'm sorry for lying to you. My higher self is trying to reach you. We're on hold, but I'm coming back for you. I'm going to contact you. I need to speak to you soon. I can't do personal readings in the lives until I've got 500 subscribers. Let's get you some advice, Leo. I think we're close. We're getting closer. Befriend the word polarize. I wonder if this means like spend time apart. This is a collective reading for anyone who's the sign of Leo. When I get to 500 subscribers, I can do super chats, so you can pay me to answer an individual question that's personal to you, okay? But this is a reading for anyone of the sign of Leo, and it's a love reading. I've already filmed Cancer. You can just rewind the chat. And I've already filmed Gemini. Okay, I've done them already. You'll see them earlier on in this reading. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Giraffe, visionary, rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. Polar bear and mystic, know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Okay, so I hope that resonates for some Leos out there. I'm going to close out this reading and I will be back on after Gladiators is finished and I've eaten my dinner to do Virgo and the other signs. As I said, when I get to 500 subscribers, you can give me a super chat and I'll answer a question live. I can't do that until I get 500 subs. You can rewind the chat for Taurus, Gemini and Cancer. Or might be in the other live. I think I did one for Aries and then the others are in this one, I think. Or did I? No, I started off with Cancer, didn't I? Cancer's in this one. And then if you go to lives, it's the last live that I did, the most recent one. It's got Taurus and Gemini. Take care and I will see you. Hopefully see you when I do the other readings. Watch your moon sign, your sun sign, cross-watch the sign of your person. I love watching the sign of my person, the one I'm wondering about. I'm obsessed. Right, if I don't see you later, take care. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Have a good one. Oh, thank you, Jean. Oh, Jean. You're welcome. Take care and I'll see you in the next one, okay?